In a world, 4 friends, 1 mission.
Mikey, what are you doing?
I'm doing the thing for the podcast.
It's not that hard, bud.
Dude, just say the name.
Fine. It's the Freedom Friends podcast.
Will somebody give me some goddamn whiskey?
Hey, I've been waiting here just as long as you.
Oh.
Fuck off, man.
Okay. Did you know that?
Yes. I said we've been waiting for you.
I didn't know. This is amazing.
You had to take fucking interviews.
You know, you're welcome. Thank you.
I've been thirsty this whole time.
I'm so happy now.
You've been patiently waiting. What are we
assholes
drinking? Mikey just got back from overseas. Jameson triple.
You're damn right. Because if you don't go to duty free and get triple, are you even traveling, bro?
Right? Yeah, there's no proof.
Yeah,
I don't care
right?
what stamp you have in your passport.
Oh,
That
yeah.
doesn't matter. If you don't have triple when you get back, you didn't leave the country.
Because this is more valuable than a fucking stamp. Jesus.
How many?
That's funny. We got a bottle of Eagle Rush sitting there, and I was like, "Hey, can I get?" And both you guys were like, "No."
No.
And I'm like, "What the fuck?" I get it. Thank you.
How many bottles did you bring back?
3.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm gonna give one to Jared, and then I brought one for the show, and then one for the bar at home. So yeah,
Nice.
because I share my shit.
Yeah.
I have one backup bottle.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's so
I have
good.
a bottle and a half right now. That's all I
Oh,
have
it's
left.
so good. Guys, it wouldn't be the Freedom Friends if we didn't talk about our number 1 sponsor, Warfighter Tobacco. Obviously, you guys have seen us all smoke them. We're here to talk about a quality product that everybody can enjoy. The great equalizer, as we've called it, the Warfighter Tobacco Stick. And it's not just cigars. They've got humidors, travel humidors, cutters, lighters, everything you need to get started on that journey. So check out warfightertobacco.com and use that code FTFO. Score yourself that sweet 15%. If you want to know my personal favorite, I'm a 762 Field guy. I like that Sumatra, real nice and even keeled cigar. Great for us beginner smokers, right? And I'm told that these taste even better when you're listening to the Freedom Friends podcast. Now, back to the show. This episode is brought to you by Grill Your Ass Off. It's no secret, we're all middle-aged dudes who love barbecue. Grill Your Ass Off is our main go-to for our spices. That's what we use, man. Whether you're doing burgers on the grill, steaks, or my personal favorite, a little bit of pork belly burn ends, right? They've got you covered on all of that. They also have salsas. They also have seasonings and spices. They got beer salts. They've got everything, man. Check them out. GrillYourAssOff.com/Freedom Friends Podcast, or use the code Freedom Friends Podcast at checkout.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Freedom Friends
All is
Podcast.
right in the world now.
I'm Mikey. That's Scott. That's John.
Hi.
We are the Freedom Friends. We're going to talk about something real quick. Knock it out.
Yeah. So if you guys have noticed or not, I don't know, whatever. But Jazz hasn't been here the last couple episodes, and we kind of wanted to all wait until we've all been in the same room to address it. One of us has been gone for a while.
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
It wasn't just you.
Jazz has stepped away from the podcast because he is super busy, and
He's a busy guy.
he's busy.
You know, he's expanded his business. He was probably only every 3rd podcast he was making anyways, because he was busy before that.
Yeah.
And then now he's expanded his business. He's even more busy. And he's just, he's a mover and a shaker, that guy. So he had to prioritize his stuff. And he was like, fellas, I'm just not gonna.
Everybody wish him the best.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah, man.
yeah.
I'll raise my glass to one of the OG Freedom Friends right there, man. Cheers to Jazz. Not that we're never going to see him again because he still lives here.
Right.
And his podcast, Warhammered, is still happening and all that. So, we encourage everybody to go and support him on that and check out battlepub.com. You can support him through his
E-commerce.
through his e-commerce and all that. So you can buy all your stuff that if he carries something that you want or that
And
you
he
hang out
loves, he absolutely loves unsolicited dick pics. so that's just
that is true.
overwhelm him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, we wish him health and happiness, and we're happy he's getting so successful. And yeah, man. Yeah. So, but it's freedom -1 now, I suppose. So
Yeah.
yeah. But anyways, hi fellas. I haven't seen you guys in like 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. 3, I think.
That's been a minute.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I missed an episode 2 or something. I don't know.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've all been kind of moving and shaking.
It's chaos.
It is.
Controlled chaos.
It is.
Yeah.
I have things for you guys before I get into the recap of France.
Yeah, because that's why you were gone.
Yeah.
You were D-Daying.
I was D-Daying. Yeah.
Did you win?
I totally did. This is sand from Utah Beach.
Fuck yeah.
That is sand from Omaha Beach.
Oh,
For you?
bro. That's so awesome.
And Utah and Omaha for you, sir.
Yay. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Also got you guys these fancy lighters.
Sweet.
One for you, one for you.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Like slide the front. Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, little fancies, right? So
Nice.
yeah,
I should bring in my lighter I got from Iraq.
you should.
Because on the front of it,
Oh, yeah.
it has pictures of the Twin Towers. And when you open up the lid, a little red light glows in one of the towers.
What?
Yeah.
It's no shit.
And then when you light it, the flame glows green.
And this was in 2003
Yeah.
that they already had this.
I
on the
told
market.
until I just saw this. I don't know why I've never thought of it, but I'm going to have to find this and bring this in. Yeah.
I don't know. Thought it was a cool lighter.
That's cool. I
It's
like it.
cool that they don't know how to make Zippos.
What's yours on the front?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. So how was
yeah. Walk
okay,
us-
so
walk us
all right.
through.
there's two different parts of it.
I have notes.
So I want to know how Normandy and D-Day and the jumps and those events were.
Okay.
And then I'd like to know how your recreational travels were, because they're two completely separate things.
It's true. It's
and I
true.
think one of them is going to be like, this was so awesome, amazing, life-changing experience. The other one's going to be like, so I got stories.
So I took notes.
Oh, shit. Okay, look at you.
It's in timeline order.
Okay.
All right. So I want to kind of hit it. All right. On the whole trip. We left here on the 31st of May, Haley and I. Shout out to my old lady for being my sugar mama, getting business class.
Oh, yeah.
Air France.
Mile High Club.
Feed you well. She fucking, I'll get.
Because you and I talked about that
Yeah,
before.
we did. Yeah. This is her direct quote. Quote, why the fuck do you keep trying to fuck me in bathrooms? End quote.
It's funny because I love you so much.
That's what I said. I was like, I just want to bang you, girl. What's up? So anyway, we leave on the 31st, which means we get to Paris on the 1st, right?
Yeah.
Airport flight was fine. Did lose a bag.
Oh, no.
Lost the bag that had like all of our like hygienic stuff in it, all of her makeup,
Oh,
shit like
shit.
that. So we were like, fuck. Fortunately, the hotel that I had booked, I did a little research in the area before I did it, and I wanted it to be close to amenities, right? So like there was a grocery store,
Okay,
like
cool.
like across the street, a patisserie was on the corner. You know, there was a pizza joint next door.
Yeah.
There was a McDonald's around the way. There's a metro station around the way, which is the big one, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's so we were good, right? So we get there. I bought like, you know, basic body wash and stuff for me. She bought like little stuff for her. So we were fine. And then like they ended up calling us the next day and they were like,
Hey,
"You got
bag's
your
here."
bag. We're going to drop it off." So they brought it over. So we stayed in a town called Clichy, which is kind of like northwest of Paris, like just on the outskirts.
Okay.
Great little area. Fucking
Yeah.
great food, great area, great people. Everything was fine. Close to a metro. Took an Uber from the airport over there, Clichy, checked into the hotel, did all that, and then just took the metro into Paris proper, right? Which is so fucking easy to.
It's so nice.
It's nice, dude. And that's the other thing. And I actually have this written down in my notes. The metro in Paris is the cleanest subway on the planet. Even the stations are immaculate. No homeless people shitting anywhere. Mind blown. That's what I wrote. Because they are. They're fucking really pristine, right? Like the streets in Paris are fucking pristine. Like I was super impressed by the place, man. The first day we just kind of went walking around, and like I didn't really have an agenda, which was fun. You know, so we just kind of like went cruising around and walking around and stuff, took the metro down there. And then I ended up finding Saint Sulpice, which is a church. It's a Catholic church in Paris. Have you ever seen the Da Vinci Code?
yeah.
You know, the one that's got the rose line going through it with the
Yep.
where the dude kills the nun in?
Yeah.
That church.
Okay.
I wanted to go there because the rose line, if you don't know what the rose line is, it's the world's first prime meridian. It runs north and south, then it goes through Paris, right?
Okay.
It also goes through London, I believe.
So, quick question.
Sure.
The world's first prime meridian.
It's before they changed the maps around and shit.
Oh, so
Yeah.
there are more than one now.
Well,
No.
there is now. They discovered another continent. It was like before 1400s.
But doesn't the prime meridian just cut the hemisphere in half?
Yes. Well, they moved it though. Like the international date line and shit.
Gotcha.
Like, so, but the world's first one, the original one, the OG,
Okay.
So
went through Paris.
yeah, it was whoever was massively in charge at the time
Mm.
changed how the world worked based
Right.
on where they were.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah. Good question. Does that answer your question?
Well, yeah, because I only thought there was ever only one. This is news.
But there's three norths.
Well, so a rose line is any line that goes north to south.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. It's any line, but like the rose line is like the one that goes through Paris. Right. But I wanted to see St. Sulpice anyway, so I went there, which was fucking gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. Pictures don't do it justice.
Oh, they don't at all.
It's insane, man.
Yeah.
Like some of the architecture and like the stuff in that part of the world is just so fucking beautiful. Like it's profound, right? Then we walked around. It's not far from Notre Dame,
Yep.
so we walked around Notre Dame, which is under construction because the fire.
Yeah.
Still awesome. It's
Yeah.
still fucking amazing to see.
How much of
Just-
it burned? It was a lot.
Yeah.
Right?
Quite a
It
lot.
got
It-
fucked up.
30% or something? That's quite a
Yeah,
bit.
dude, it's pretty fucked up,
Yeah.
but it still looks fucking cool, man.
Right.
Like, and being there, Quasimodo definitely got fucked up, that's for sure. But it's just an impressive area. And the cool thing is I didn't know it was on an island, but Notre Dame's on an island.
All right.
It's on an island. It's on an island called City, I think is how it's pronounced. And there's like also like a old prison and shit where like Marie Antoinette was imprisoned at and stuff, which I'll get to that. That's the second half of the trip. Anyways.
You wouldn't know it was an island unless you like looked at a map.
Yeah.
Walking around there, it's just like, oh, I just
Oh.
went over a bridge.
Right.
Like a little walking. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
you
because
know?
it's an island in a river. So it's like, yeah, look at that
Yeah,
motherfucker.
it
dude.
burned.
Yeah.
Yeah. That shit was fucking gnarly. Yeah.
It's amazing seeing that picture that any of it survived.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fucking impressive though, man. Like it's so
They're quick with that scaffolding, though. Look at that.
yeah,
Like the fire's not even out, and they already have the scaffolding up to fix the shit.
fucking
Like
heck.
that's impressive.
That is impressive.
That is impressive.
Must have imported Mexicans.
Right?
Fucking nobody in Europe works that fast.
No,
They don't have unions.
that's quick.
Like that's fucking amazing. Jesus. People aren't dicks in France, John.
Yeah.
I had nothing but positive experiences in Paris.
Yeah.
People were fucking amazing. And that was what I was worried about.
Yeah.
I was really genuinely concerned that I was going to have these fucking snooty French assholes being dicks to me. Everybody was fucking cool as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it was funny. I go to one bar and I'm like, when in doubt, what do you do?
Whip it out.
Irish bar.
Fucking Google an Irish pub, right? So that's what I did. I Googled an Irish pub and I was like, oh, the Galway pub. My family's from Galway Bay. I was like, I'll go there. Right when I walk in, there's little blonde Irish girls like, we're not open yet. I was like, what time do you open? She's like 11. And I was like, it's 10:45. Cool. I'll have a cigarette. And so like I stepped outside and hung out, and Haley and I are together, obviously. And we walked in and had a great fucking day. Right. So that was cool.
I appreciate that you were going to the bar in the AM,
Well, yeah, vacation, bro.
as you do.
So we hung out. We did like 4 days in Paris,
Okay.
which was cool. And then on the 5th, we were going to go pick up the car and go to Normandy.
Yeah.
Right. Which is to answer all the questions of everybody who was like, Mikey, where are you? Why aren't you in all these jumping pictures? Because everybody was jumping on the 2nd and 3rd and the 4th and the 5th. I wasn't there yet. And, my jumps weren't until the 7th and the 9th.
Yeah.
So like I rented a car from the other airport, not from Charles de Gaulle, but the smaller
Okay.
one that's on the south side. Best decision ever.
Yeah.
Right? Less traffic, easy, had a lot of cars, didn't wait very long. The staff there were fucking amazing people.
Yeah.
Upgraded my car. They were like, you got some bags? I'm going to upgrade you out of this Mini. They're like, we're going to put you in a good sized car. So they gave
That's
me,
the
they gave me
same
an MG.
stories we always say when our rental car experiences in the United States.
Yeah,
they're always
phenomenal.
stellar.
Fucking right. Fucking
Fuck no.
I even told him that. I was like, you guys are doing a better job than your American counterparts. I was like, you guys are just doing a better job, man. They're so fucking cool. So I rent a car. Actually, this is literally what I write. Renting a car. Why is it easier? And why was I lied to about international driver's license? You don't fucking need one.
You don't need one.
It's fucking bullshit. You don't need one. I got lied to. That was $75 I'll never get back.
Did they teach you about a priority right?
No, but I knew.
Okay.
I knew because I had a license in Okinawa.
Oh, okay.
Like
Okay.
that
So in Europe, they have
international
this
laws.
thing called priority right. And it's this little triangle sign next to a road on your right-hand side. Right? You might be what looks like a major thoroughway. And if there's a priority right, somebody coming out of there has the right of way.
Yep.
Okay.
And they will come out and just whoosh, like it's fucking, they own it because they do.
Yeah.
And when you don't know what's going on and you're not paying attention,
It'll make your butthole pucker.
yeah, because they don't stop. And if you hit them, you're the asshole.
Oh.
Oh yeah. And it's
Huh.
and
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
I don't know so much in France, but in Belgium, they put them like you're on a right-hand turn and you're like halfway through the turn and priority right. And they like try to fuck
You're like,
you. Yeah.
they'll also do like the like you'll be on a road and all of a sudden it'll be like a walking path on both sides and the road will narrow really bad.
Yeah.
And there's two arrows. And one's a thick black arrow and one's a red arrow. Well, whatever that red arrow is, it means you fucking chill out for the thick black arrow. So if the thick black arrow is coming this way and there's a bunch of cars, your ass is stopping.
Yeah,
You're waiting.
they have the right of way.
They have the right of way. And once they're done, then you can go. Like
Now,
stuff
once you learn all this, fuck, it makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Dude, it makes sense, and you're like, why don't we do this in the States?
Right?
Like there's a lot of shit like that where it's like, motherfucker, we invented cars. Why did they improve?
Because in America, fucking
Yeah.
get out of my way.
Get out of my way, you fucking surrender piece of shit. But then we get to Normandy, and my notes say Normandy, holy fuck. Like, it's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I got there late on the 5th, just in time to see a cross-channel jump come in from England.
So how big of a population is Normandy? Like, what would you compare it to?
Normal days, not because it's a big fucking.
Like, are we talking 200,000? Are we talking 20,000? Or
I would probably say probably 20,000
20,000.
But
in
it's
all
not
of Normandy. Yeah.
Yeah.
it's very spread out.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like we were talking about it before, like people in Normandy, the Normans, that's like the Texas of France. Like people are like, oh, those people are real hardcore, type of shit. Like they're super patriotic. They
Right.
fucking love Americans. There's American flags flown there year round.
Yeah.
Fuck the airborne museums in Saint Marguerite.
Yeah.
It's the American Airborne Museum.
Right.
Shit like that. And I'm telling you two right now, if you show up and you were like, we were 101st, you'll probably get a blowjob. I'm not gonna lie.
When I was in Belgium, I went to the Bastogne Barracks.
Yeah.
And I almost traded a 3rd Battalion 327 hat for a World War II BAR.
That's insane.
Like we were negotiating, and then the guy was like, I can't really let this go. Like it's a really staple in my collection.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, but this is a legitimate 327 hat. We only get it if you're in the unit.
Yeah.
And the guy's just like, fuck.
I kept seeing shit like this. Like it's just like a tree
Oh,
that was
that's
just
cool.
decorated with your fucking chicken, there was like
It's an eagle, sir.
there was it's your screaming chicken. There was like a beer like tap, right here.
It didn't become a chicken
Airborne
until
80
Vietnam.
years. These stickers were all over the place.
Nice.
Yeah.
It was just cool. And Justin, I'll send this shit to you so you can fucking throw it up just for reference. But yeah, man, it was fucking surreal, dude. Like super fucking surreal. There it is. So Normandy was fucking wild and just like the sweetest people imaginable. I have nothing but amazing things. And again, it's one of those things. Pictures don't justify how fucking pretty the countryside is in France. It's Haley and I are driving around. We're like, are you fucking kidding me? Like every 5 seconds, we're like, what the fuck, man? Not to mention the food alone.
It's delicious.
We're getting poisoned. Americans, we're getting poisoned. Listen, We're getting fucking poisoned here. All right. Like fruit shouldn't taste the way it tastes here. All right. We're getting fucked. All right. Fruit. I don't eat vegetables. The vegetables were fucking delicious there. Yeah. All right. Like it's insane, man. And that's not even, we're not even talking about bread. Obviously, bread is fucking another level over there.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, if you got celiac over there, fucking sucks to be you, homie.
But it's funny because people over there don't really have that.
Yeah, and they're not fat there either.
That's weird.
Isn't it weird? I'm telling you, man. Like, fucking bullshit. So the jumps were cool. My first jump was Mont Saint Michel.
Nice.
Which was fucking gorgeous. And I got to jump master my stick.
Oh, cool.
Did a follow me, or as I do, the Let's Get Weird. So I did a Let's Get Weird exit out of the C-47 Pegasus, which is a British C-47 that flew into drop troops into Normandy 80 years ago. So I got to jump out of that.
How many were there?
We only had 4.
4 C-47?
We only had 4, yeah, which is weird, man. Like, a lot of times there was more, but Tico Bell couldn't make it because they couldn't raise the money. You know, because you got to remember, these are all owned by nonprofits and shit.
Yeah.
Like, if they don't raise the money, they can't participate, right? So, That's All Brother from San Marcos was there, which I was like, motherfucker, I would have hitched a ride with y'all.
That would have, you flew business class. That would have been miserable.
That would have fucking sucked.
Way easier to join the Mile High Club, though.
Facts.
And you could probably do it with a view.
Yeah, right? Can we open this troop door? What's up?
There's gunner's hatches, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah. That's All Brother, Pegasus. What the fuck's the other one? Throw 'em Oot. That's what it's called. Dragamoot.
Yeah, Dragamoot,
which is another British one, which I think used to be American and then ended up being British. I don't know. It's got kind of a weird heraldry. And then there was one more, Placid Lassie, which I've jumped in Florida before, which I believe is based out of upstate New York somewhere. But they made it work. The company that was in charge of all of it is a company called Aero Legends. You guys fucking sucked on this. You guys sucked high and tit. You guys fucked up everything. Fucked up so fucking much. The pottery jumps in England were dog shit. The cross channels were dog shit. You were so fucking unorganized. You almost fucking ruined the experience for a lot of people who spent thousands and thousands of dollars to go do this because you're unorganized as fuck. Next time, my only advice is give Bill Markham the fucking reins because then I know it'll get done right. Like, fuck, man. Like, it fucking... 2 jumps in England were canceled with no refunds. They left a bunch of people shit in the hangar that they were sleeping in. Took hours to distribute manifest. Fucked up a bunch of logistics and fucked me out of my last jump.
That sucked.
I was sold the early bird special fucking thing. Right. Where like, hey, you're guaranteed your slot if you were the early bird guy to buy. I bought 4 hours after they opened. I bought my jumps, right? As soon as they opened, I text Bill, which jumps do I buy? You buy these 2. Roger that. Bam, bought them. Got the early bird fucking thing, guaranteed all that. Yeah. Obviously not, all right? We had all these fucking non-rates and fucking foreign motherfuckers and Congress people and shit that were all just more important than us, I guess, right? And they all took fucking priority. So those of us who did that got fucked by this company, right? Not RCPT, right? Not Liberty Jump Team, not ADT, none of those guys, but by Aero Legends, who were the guys running the fucking logistics and show, right? So they just gave a lot of preferential treatment for special cases. It was kind of bullshit. But I digress. I still can't complain. Right. I still got to do something fucking amazing. Yeah. Right. Mont Saint Michel was spectacular. One of the most gorgeous places I've ever seen. Was blown away and honored that I was chosen to jump master stick out of a C-47 in that drop zone. Had the best scenery and a jump imaginable, but the worst static line I've had in quite a while. Whatever could go wrong on this jump, fucking shit the bed on me. Man. Yeah. It fucking sucked. like my reserve came unhooked. What? Because we're like, give us 90 knots. Apparently 90 knots to this pilot meant 130. Oh shit. So when I said, let's get weird and jumped, fucking hit me like a freight train, spun me like a top. I was like, what the fuck, man? Like my helmet came unhooked, came like unbuttoned. So the top of my helmet was like all fucked up. So I'm trying to hold that on, fix my fucking reserve. Completely forgot to pull my flag out of my bag. Like, had all kinds of shit go wrong. But I was so fucking stoked at the scenery because as soon as I turned into the wind, I see the French coastline and Mont Saint Michel, which is like which is an island.
It's like an island castle city thing.
It's fucking gorgeous. Yeah. And I'm watching this and I'm just like, what was I doing again? I don't give a fuck. It's funny. You can hear me laughing on the video. I'm like, oh, that's not supposed to happen. It's like, whatever. Landed, got drugged pretty good. Yeah. Down into a ditch and like up the other side. Just in time for one of the horse soldiers, the chief warrant officer from the horse soldiers, good old Bob Pennington, was there to laugh at me and give me a coin. So thanks, Bobby, appreciate you. And then it was just fucking gorgeous, man. That experience was insanity. What was it? 90 knots, wrinkled my ball sack, reserve laughing at my reserve helmet, GoPro. Oh, I fucking found my GoPro somehow. Like after my shit got fucking yanked off, it landed right by me.
I saw a video that some congressmen lost their helmet as well with the GoPro on it. And
yeah, they found it.
So I didn't see, I know they found it because he posted the video, but I didn't read the caption. I just watched the video.
Crenshaw.
Was it him?
Was it Crenshaw or the other one?
Oh, I don't know. I can't remember who it was, but all I did was watch the video. And so I saw like the exit and then I saw like nothing slow down. And then it like tumbled a couple times and then it hit the ground and stopped. And it was just like in the grass. Like, and I was like, did this motherfucker just die? And then I read the caption and I'm like, oh, his helmet fell off. And I'm like, woo.
That's because I'm telling you, they did not slow down for jump run, man. Like
they were just like, fuck it.
They gunned it, dude. And it was like, yo, fuckers. Like, what the fuck? But this was bucket list shit. It was insane. Speaking of shit, there was sheep everywhere on the drop zone, just covered in shit, like fucking everywhere. There was just sheep shit fucking constantly. The next day, like Ben Van Buren, our buddy, he basically had a sweeper. Like he went over there to like pack parachutes and do rigger stuff, do rigger support. He basically had a dude who was just on broom detail, just sweeping shit out of the fucking area. It's just shaking out sheep shit everywhere. It was wild. This is a good note. It says, fuck Big Army. The Rangers ruined my last jump because their jams suck balls. 15 hours waiting again because Aero Legends and their bullshit. Finally rigged up and sitting on the DZ, waiting for the planes to come back so we could finally jump, and it gets shut down again. And then just to add insult to injury, we were offered a consolation prize in the form of jumping at the airport, to which I said, go fuck yourself. I didn't pay money to jump at your fucking airport. I could do that every weekend. Right? And I was like, no. I was like, so that was bullshit. But the Rangers missed the entire drop zone. So way to go there, fucking 82nd or whatever the fuck was the jump masters were from. You guys fucking blew that one out your ass.
I mean, it wouldn't be a typical D-Day fashion if they didn't miss the drop zone.
If you think about it, it's the most authentic way to do it.
100%. They're like, we need to make this authentic? Cool. No, we're going over here.
like dropped motherfuckers like a mile off the DZ, bro.
That's acceptable.
Everybody turn off your GPS. We're doing this old school. And we're getting lost.
If they were 5 to 10 miles off the DZ, then it would be normal.
Well, here's the funny thing. They dropped. They're like, we couldn't see the DZ. I'm like, did you see the fucking crowd of 100,000 people around the edge of it?
I know, right?
There's a square there's a mile-long square in the middle of a crowd of 100,000.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you miss that?
Right.
Like, dude, like, just do this. Just fucking look down, man.
Hey guys, it's over there.
Like, what the fuck, man? So hilarious.
Mikey, for the jumps, how many passes did y'all have? How many sticks?
2 sticks each one. So you would do they would do 3 lifts, 2 passes each time.
Okay, gotcha.
We did have a guy fall out.
Of the
what?
Stand in the door. Whoops.
No.
Hold on. Did he fall out or did homie just get nervous and jumped out?
What's the one word you don't use on an airplane?
Go.
Or what sounds like that?
No.
You don't say no on an airplane, right? The loadmaster kept saying, no, no, no.
Oh,
And the guy standing in the door was like, heard it. Whoop.
boop.
Landed in the parking lot. Shout out to one of the horse soldiers who did that. Landed in the parking lot. French police got him. No injuries. He was fine.
Did the birds have green light?
Yeah, but we don't go.
Did
off
they
that shit.
now? When you guys take off from France?
For
or
those,
did you-
for those ones? Yeah.
Okay.
So they did
I was
that.
gonna say he got picked up by a French cop. Is because he didn't clear customs when he landed.
So
No,
that
they
was-
literally had custom guys sitting there.
Yeah, we had custom guys at the DZ.
So you had to pack your shit and then go to customs.
Wow.
yeah, you had to go and they had a guy stamping passports there at the DZ
That is.
for the cross.
What a
channel.
fucking stamp
I
to
was
get,
right?
That's a cool stamp.
Yeah, that's a stamp that might be cooler than that.
right?
Yeah, that's cool.
Look, I don't have triple, but look at this.
Right? Like, they wouldn't let me get duty free here, bro.
Yeah, that's like Logan Stark has an Antarctica stamp.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that trumps triple. Sorry,
it's pretty dope. Yeah. Which I didn't run into Logan. That kind of upset me. I wanted to say hi to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. We're skydiving together later this month.
Nice.
But I digress. I did have an injury on my stick. Had a guy break his hip.
Ooh, fuck.
Don't reach for the fucking ground.
No, that's
You know what I
not how
mean?
it
Like
works.
that's how that happens.
Yeah.
How do you
Feet knees together, knee slightly bent. You're
If-
looking at the fucking ground.
If
and
you don't look at the horizon when you land, you're
but-
looking down. Right before you hit, you extend your leg.
it's a
It's
natural thing.
Yeah.
That's why they say look at the horizon,
Yeah.
because then you're like, oh.
Yeah, like and he didn't and
Yep,
broke
you
his fucking
reach.
hip. Yeah, which sucks. Can you imagine having to fly back
Oh God.
with a
damn it.
fucking broken hip? Apparently, they took real good care of him. The airline upgraded him. Fucking, so he was
nice.
taken care of.
That's good.
Thankfully, but
Yeah.
it was wild, man. I mean, it was just it was just good people doing something. I will say something. There is a large population of individuals that go to these celebrations there in France that are not there to be parachuters. They are not there to jump and they are there to commemorate. And they are 100% cosplayers.
Yeah.
So I've been made fun of by Jazz in the past about it being cosplay. He's not completely wrong. There's a lot of motherfuckers over there that were legitimately LARPing.
That the Europeans.
A lot of them are Europeans. Not all of them are
Really?
Europeans. There are Americans who fly over there and like live in foxholes for the week.
No
Oh,
Shit.
that sounds terrible.
Wow.
I don't know what would fucking possess a person to do this shit. But
That's got to be the army in them. Like, all right, how can I take all
No,
the fun out of it?
none of those guys were active duty.
no, I would bet
Oh.
folding money. You're right.
No,
I don't
that's-
think
that's valid.
like.
Because once you've dug and lived in a foxhole, you don't care to ever do it again.
Yeah,
The funny part is there's also German cosplayers that show up to these things
Oh, that's fun.
who are straight up rocking Nazi fucking armbands and shit.
Are they
And it's like, yo,
are they talking shit or getting shit?
no, they're just hanging out drinking with everybody, like
Yeah.
the same as everybody else. Like, I don't know,
Someone's got to be out for.
right? Someone's got to be
Two
on board.
Nazis walk into a BAR.
I was walking around St. Mary Glees. I wanted to get pictures of like the
Yeah.
paratrooper hanging and shit and all that. And I was walking around there, and I see the Finland Marines were there,
Okay.
Finnish Marines, and I look over and I see them, or no, Netherlands. The Netherlands
Okay.
Marines were there, right? So Dutch, right? And I was like, "You guys Marines?" And they're like, "Yeah." I was like, "I'm a Marine." They're like, "U.S. Marine?" I was like, "Yeah." And they're all like, "Fuck yeah, brother!" Like, it was like fucking homecoming, dude. And my wife, Haley's like, "What the fuck, man?" I was like, "Fucking Marines, man, everybody. What we do, dude? Like, we're fucking all homies. Like, fuck. Like, we were just hanging out and having a good time." And she was like, "These motherfuckers." Like, big shout out to the Honorable Alan West. What a fucking legend. He's a good dude. Me and him fucking we were like sitting at a dinner. I accidentally crashed a fucking party with the Secretary of Defense. Like I was going there to help pack parachutes. It was at the Horse Shoulders Chateau.
Yeah.
And I walk in and there's this banquet showed up and Haley is like, what the fuck? Because we're not people, right?
Right.
Like and I'm like, I didn't know this was happening. And they're like, Mikey, your seat's right here. You didn't get the invite? I was like, yeah, totally. I just accidentally crashed it. And the former SecDef, the one that replaced Mattis for Trump,
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know.
He was the interim
Right.
or whatever. Is like came up and talked, and then we were there for a military promotion, which I'll tell you guys about offline. Not allowed to talk about it on the air.
Oh.
It turned out it was who's who was there, but I met some congressmen, hung out with rubbed shoulders with some cool guys, and it was fucking amazing. It was crazy. So Normandy, all in all, 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Yeah.
I think if I go back, I'm not going back on a big year though, like the 80th,
Right.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
or the 82nd, or the 101st one is going to be a fucking.
Oh God,
That one's
maybe
gonna
that'll
be
be
wild.
It's 80. I'll be dead.
It's 11
Well,
years
yeah.
from now?
Yeah.
No, 21 years from
Yeah,
now.
I'll be
21 years
dead.
from now.
Fuck.
Yeah.
My brain's not braining.
I mean, we probably all will be. Okay.
Yeah.
But like, I know the 82nd here in 2 years is going to be a fucking massive. The entire 82nd Airborne's going.
What?
And I'm not fucking going. So like, I'm not doing that. Like,
No, I definitely want to go.
so I bet the 81st will be cool.
Yeah.
I bet the 83rd will be awesome. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go on an off year.
Yeah.
But my next one, I'm going to do Market Garden.
Yeah.
I think that one's going to be the fucking,
Yeah.
that one's going to be, and from what I understand, talking to the Holland team and whatnot, they were like, dude, it's a party.
Yeah.
It's a fucking party, man, which, you know, you've fucking seen it and whatnot. So,
Like Bastone's really fun, but it's a totally different experience
Yeah.
because it happened in the winter.
Yeah.
And so they do a big ruck, and then it's just not like party. Well, it's kind of a party. But there's no like, it's
Well,
not like Normandy where like, yeah, we're just going to do chalk after chalk after chalk after chalk. They're like, no.
no, it's like a reenactment.
Yeah.
Like legit.
And
yeah.
So what's like Market Garden? That's 101st history.
Yeah.
What do they do? Like party?
They jumped.
Well, it's just a lot smaller,
Yeah.
right? So, like, I guess the drop zone's here and the beer tents are right there.
I don't know where.
Like,
I don't know where. Like in relation to Normandy, where's Market Garden? Like,
Holland.
Holland.
Mhm.
So that's
It's north of Belgium.
Yeah.
Yep.
okay, but I don't.
Probably,
It's 150 miles away.
probably 5-6 hours.
Yeah,
Probably 5-6 hour drive from Normandy.
at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're fucking European roads.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, you ain't some of those.
Oh, it's
like,
brutal.
just allow me to get in this ditch so this fucking guy can pass me because
Yeah.
it's
Is
It's like,
what's a-
oh, we're on a highway?
What's the
it
speed?
looks like a bike path, man. Well, it's all in clicks, which sucks too.
Yeah.
The fastest speed limit I saw was 130 clicks.
It's like 65, 70.
yeah, because
So
No, not even. I think it's 60.
in Panama and Nicaragua it's 60 is
So-
like the most you see. Maybe an 80. But
Yeah, but thank God.
well,
yeah.
there's fucking
Right.
there's traffic cameras and like speed cameras fucking
Everywhere.
everywhere in France,
Yeah.
right? Pro tip, if you're an American traveling in Paris or traveling to France and you're driving around and you get a fucking speeding ticket sent to you, apparently, just don't fucking pay it.
No.
The fucking rental car company will charge you a fee to the credit card they have on file. It's like $10 or something.
Yeah.
And then they're like, you got to pay this or go to jail. And it's like, no, I don't.
Yep.
You don't have to do shit. like I was talking to Juan, and Juan was like, "Don't fucking pay that shit." He's like, "I get them all the time. Fuck them." No, all right, apparently, that's another bullshit one. Let's see here.
Until you try to re-enter.
He says he does it all the time, and he's over in
Yeah.
Europe, fucking every other week,
Yeah.
like a couple times a month. Let's see here. I went to Rowan, which was a cool town. That's where Joan of Arc was made a knight, and then
Okay.
later burned at the stake. Same church.
Oh, beautiful. Full circle.
It's got Rowan's cool, and that part of the world is cool because it's very Viking influenced in
Okay.
culture, right? So like it's real like Gothic architecture and just fucking gorgeous churches and buildings and all this stuff. It all looks like kind of like Beauty and the Beast's fucking village.
Yeah.
It all kind of looks like that. Like it's pretty cool. We went there for a night and we just stayed in. I was telling Justin before the show, it's like we just got room service and fucked off.
Yeah.
It was great. I slept in a fucking bathrobe that night. It was great. You know what I mean? Like it was just a fucking cool hotel. It was amazing. Shit traffic, but absolutely amazing. And then Siri fucking lied to me, lying twat. I was trying to get to my hotel in Paris, my second hotel in Paris on the way back. Took me to so I got an up close look at traffic through Paris because I drove straight through that motherfucking city. That sucked asshole. Because honestly, a lot of the travel parts, like the interstates and whatnot, it's all underground. There's a lot of tunnels, right? Like, so it moves pretty smooth. It's not that bad. And it's a good sized city. It's not huge.
Yeah.
It's comparable in size to like Houston,
Right.
but I don't think it has as many people,
Yeah.
right? Like, but it's a lot of it's underground, so traffic on the surface isn't terrible, right? It's not that bad. But Siri fucked me.
I won't respond to that.
Go. Stupid fucking twat. Get out of here. Fucking hate this thing.
Wow. Houston does have more people.
Yeah.
Paris is at 2.161 million, and Houston is at 2.3 million.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when you went back to Paris the second time
Okay.
on your way out,
Yeah.
did you go see more stuff?
We did.
Did you go to the Louvre?
I went to the Louvre on the way on the first trip.
So
So
you saw the Mona Lisa.
I did.
You see what I'm talking
The
about?
the world's most famous 8x10.
Yeah.
It's a little bit bigger than that, but you're
It's
not
like
wrong.
a 12 by 13.
It's only like this big. It's not very big.
Justin, let's get the actual measurements.
It's fucking tiny.
It's not very big.
and it's in this massive room, and it's like on a wall
by itself.
so there's nothing else, and it's on a wall by itself. But until you get up close, you don't realize that it's behind glass.
21 by 30. So that's not too small.
Yeah, it is.
It's pretty little. Like, look at that guy. He's doing this,
Yeah.
which means it's 30.
That's an actual size silhouette. 20 by 30. Silhouette target.
That's true. That's very, very true.
Yeah.
Um,
But when you go to the Louvre, every other painting in there is 100 times that
Yeah,
size.
he was showing me.
yeah, because like you can tell like that's how you know if they're commissioned or not, right? So I did a skip the line tour at
Okay.
the Louvre, which is the best fucking idea ever. They took us in a side entrance, not through the pyramid, but
Yeah.
through like a side entrance. Skipped all that bullshit and got to see the fucking cool stuff right away.
Right.
It was awesome. But like that I showed them that painting of Napoleon crowning his queen or whatever. That was commissioned when he pissed off the Pope.
Yep.
Because he took it from the Pope and fucking did it himself. He's like, "Fuck you, bitch! I'm Napoleon." Back when France wasn't full of bitches. But that painting's fucking huge. It's like the size of this wall.
Yeah.
Right?
They have some massive fucking.
Yeah, it's gigantic, man. So yeah, that was cool.
Do you guys do like the whole walk through everything through there? Like one of the coolest things that I thought
Probably not
I went through the
everything, but
Louvre
a lot of it.
is when you go up and down some of the stairs. So many people have been on those stairs that they're worn and angled, and like they have like a bow to them,
Yeah.
and they're fucking stone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're just walking on, it and you're like,
Well, how old is the Louvre?
oh, I don't know,
Probably
Justin-
1300s.
but
Really?
I mean,
Yeah.
hundreds of millions of people have walked those stairs.
Yeah.
You know, and
But-
it's like to get that much wear
Yeah.
on, it's insane. Like that was the coolest thing that I was just like, holy fuck.
Oh, I'm way off. 1793.
Yeah, that museum is 230. That museum's almost as old as the United States.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, like, so my buddy JB, Jean Baptiste, our fucking jump master that's over in France, that's from there, his family owns 200,000 acres in Normandy.
Wow.
Or no, 20,000 acres in Normandy. That's way
Oh.
different.
I was like,
20, he's got 20,000 acres, right?
Yeah.
He lives in a chateau that is a fucking castle that was built in 1592.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, you're fucking like they were just learning about my continent when your
Yeah.
family was like, I'm gonna build this house.
You have more family history than we have U.S. history.
Yeah,
The chateaus over there are cool as shit.
dude,
too.
fucking gorgeous, man.
It's
like,
insane.
like, why don't we make things like that?
When I lived in Belgium,
Well,
I could walk from my house to a chateau.
yeah.
And so I would take here for a walk almost every day, and I'd walk by the chateau because they had like their front lawn leading in, which was like probably a 500 or 600 yard like display of like presentation of the chateau. And then there was a road, and if you looked across the road, it was set like back in the day. There was another like at least 1,000 yards of more display of like the entryway to get to the chateau. But that was just like open area and anybody could walk and do whatever. So I'd bring Kira down there and it was a wide open 1,000-yard field. I'm like, fuck it. We got plenty of room to do whatever we want to do. You know?
Yeah,
And if I turned around, there was a beautiful chateau behind me. Like it was cool as shit.
fucking gorgeous, man. And you're right. It's like you You walk down this road, you'll see like, it's like normal housing in poverty or whatever. And then I'm going to take this alley over here. And what the fuck? It's like,
And they're not little.
Like,
Like,
they're fucking
they're
huge.
like the front presentation is like the side of this building plus some. And then it's like 4 or 5 stories high,
Yeah.
and they have like wings, and it's just like,
and then
what the
like 'cause
fuck?
you'll see this much of it, and then you see an aerial photo, and that bitch blows up.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking insane, man. Like fucking crazy. Did the catacombs?
Oh, cool.
That was dope as shit. That's another one we did a tour on. You know,
Yeah.
that was cool. The catacombs were awesome. If you take the tour, they take you in places that everybody else doesn't go to.
Yeah.
So you get to see a little bit extra death, you know, and whatnot. So that's kind of cool. God, it's so fucking good.
The Jameson, not the death.
The Jameson is good. The death's cool too.
I mean,
Then I went to Mecca for a Marine. I went to Bellawood, which is where the Marine Corps in World War I was given the name Devil Dog from the German Army. Fucking humbling.
yeah.
Absolutely humbling. I did have to commit a crime for motivation.
Yeah.
So there's a fountain in Bella,
Yeah.
France, called the Devil Dog Fountain.
Yeah.
Devil Dog Spring. It's in the courtyard of a abandoned church. It looks like a big mean bulldog with water coming out of its mouth, right? Well, the museum that runs it was closed,
Yeah.
but I came all this way.
Yeah.
So Daddy
You're
jumped.
drinking out of that
Daddy
fountain.
jumped the fence. Yeah. So I jumped a fence and got a fucking mouthful of that. And then
Yeah.
I fucking filled a bottle and I snuck that back.
Yeah, yeah.
So
That was
That
one
was
of the
cool.
coolest things, and you see a lot of it in Italy, not so much in France and Belgium anymore, but in the city center and the majority of towns and cities in Italy, they have fountains,
Right.
and then it's usually like called like
Yeah.
a rotary
Town
road
square.
around it
Oh,
or
yeah.
something like that. But nobody drives there; it's all walking.
Yeah.
But the fountains have water coming out, and it's potable water; it's drinking water.
yeah.
And so you don't go like find like, whatever, buy bottled water. You just go fill up whatever the fuck and you
Wow.
just drink it.
Yeah.
And so when I first time I ever went to Italy and I saw this and I'm like, oh, I'm not fucking drinking that.
Right.
And then the Italian family that we were with, they're like, why? And I'm like, well, I don't know where the fuck it comes from. They're like, that's like the cleanest water you're ever going to drink.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Spring fed.
yeah. And I'm like, what? And then
Yeah.
so,
That water was delicious.
and then if you sit there for like 5 minutes and you watch, like every fucking local just goes and drinks the water. Like that's just what the fuck they do.
Yeah.
And you're like, and it's just constantly flowing. And you're like, okay, fine, fuck it. And you drink it and you're like, oh my God, that's delicious.
Nice.
I did forget to tell you guys about one thing. So I was handing out stickers to kids at the airport in Cherbourg, France, right? Because there's a bunch of kids there to like see all the paratroopers.
Yeah.
And whatnot. So I was handing out like RSPT stickers and shit, right? And this Frenchman sees me doing it.
Yeah.
And he walks up and in broken ass English, mostly French, he hands me this and tells me, thank you for being great to the kids. This is a piece of reserve that was found of silk from a reserve that was found on his land
Fuck
In
you.
Oh my God.
from World War II. He gave me this.
Dude, that's awesome.
That is awesome.
This is getting framed.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Like, it's fucking
Dude.
dope as shit, right?
That is so
I just got
fucking
goosebumps.
cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm
That was-
gonna get my cigar away from that.
Yeah, please.
That is
It's like,
fucking cool.
yeah. There's a stamp on it from when it was inspected. It's a very teeny tiny
Yeah,
stamp.
this guy right here.
Yeah, you find it? Yeah.
Yep.
Like it's a piece of reserve
That's
silk
crazy.
Wow.
from fucking 1944.
That's awesome.
Isn't that wild?
That's
And it
so
was just
cool.
because I was handing out stickers to kids, and he was like,
See, fucking do nice
like,
things.
like me,
Yeah.
Bill Markham, and Eric Lewis were the three guys that he gave those to because we were like, being cool to children.
Right, right.
You
that's
know?
fucking cool.
Yeah, isn't that wild?
Yeah.
That's
That is awesome.
fucking insane, dude. So that was another. And that the day that my jump got scratched, that's what I got, and
Oh.
I'll fucking take that.
Worth
You're
it.
like, this
Worth
is a
it.
good day.
Still a real good day.
Still a
man.
really good day.
That's
yeah.
cool.
So, yeah, it was fucking cool as shit. Dude, it's hard for me to put into words how amazing this fucking trip was.
Right.
But and then I went to the American Cemetery for Bellawood, the World War I cemetery as well as the German cemetery.
Yeah.
Which was funny because there's Jews in the German cemetery.
Yeah.
That fought for the Germans because they were German and they have like Star of David on it. And I'm like, definitely World War I. I was like, not a World War II cemetery, right?
Yeah.
Like, and then, why is the pizza so fucking good in France?
It's,
I imagine because
Bread.
it shares a border with Italy too.
I think it's just the bread.
But holy fuck, man, I had some good pizza.
They use different flours, right? So like I have a recipe for Belgian waffles, but I can't make it because I can't get the flour. Right? And it's just that it's that much different.
Yeah.
And I don't know why or how or what, but fuck.
I have a solution for that. We'll talk.
Jean Baptiste.
Already, dude. I couldn't believe how fucking good the food was. I
Yeah.
was like, I need this in my life, so he's gonna fucking send it to me. Actually, he's coming to Palatka in October, and he's gonna bring me a bunch of shit.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, fucking wild. So I went to the prison that Marie Antoinette
Yeah.
was held in and later executed via guillotine and shit. Saw her cell, went in there. Wasn't really a cell. It was like a room in a chapel that they gave her. But like her chair and all that shit's in there still and all that. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was fucking rad. And we were walking around and we were like, do we want to go to the Eiffel Tower? Like, because I saw it when we were at the Louvre because you could see it from the Louvre.
Yeah.
And I was like, we've already seen it. And she was like, well, do you want to do something else? And I look over and like 2 doors down from the pizza joint we ate at was a tattoo parlor. And I was like, you want to get
what'd you
tattoos? And she was like, yeah.
A bad idea.
And Haley got a pinup girl on her leg.
Nice.
Like it's a pinup girl wearing like a ghost fucking like a ghost costume.
Yeah.
With like her cheeks out and shit. It's pretty nice. Yeah. So in my notes I have tattoos are better than the Eiffel Tower.
Did you go to Arc de Triomphe?
Yes.
You saw the Eternal Flame?
I walked down that road.
Nice.
Well, so they're all setting up for the Olympics right now too, because the Olympics are next month in Paris. So it's a lot of shit's like fucking walking only, right? So, but I'm walking down these major thoroughfares down the middle of the street,
Nice.
looking at these places that I've
'Cause
seen
when
on TV my whole life, and I'm like,
when you
there's
get
no
to the Arc de
cars.
Triomphe, it's in the center of like a rotary, but it's like 10 lanes wide.
Yeah, it's fucking
And
huge.
when there's traffic going on, you just sit there and watch, and it is fucking chaos in motion. It is insane.
Yeah, we went there right after the Louvre because it's not that far of a walk from the Louvre. It's like maybe a mile.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I saw the Winston Churchill monument. Thought that was kind of cool. Yeah.
Yep.
But see how it's like this is normally a major road.
Yeah. There's
Just
cars
people
nonstop.
walking everywhere and
That's
shit.
cool.
Yeah. And then I went to I wanted to go to they have a Tomb of the Unknown Soldier there in France. It's at the Louvre, at the little arc there. It's underneath it. Unfortunately, it was shut down, so I didn't get a chance to see that. But that's okay. It was still kind of cool.
Yeah.
I guess the thought that counts.
Yeah.
And then, I did the catacombs, Normandy, Devil Dog Fountain, did all that shit. Went to the American cemetery, and the president had just been there, so Biden was there.
Yeah.
So like the big wreath was still there. Reef is something. That's what we dive
underwater.
on. That's what we dive
Yep.
in. Yeah. And then stopped by fucking KFC. Had the shittiest KFC I've ever had in my life. They that's the only thing that sucked in France.
Did you go
They don't have
into
buckets of chicken.
Did you go into a McDonald's?
Twice.
Did
Three times.
Did you notice that you had to pay to use the restroom?
I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't have to.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Oh.
No. I did see some places like that.
Yeah.
But it's like €1
Yep.
or some shit.
Yeah. You already used that restroom.
Yeah. That's a lot of places in the world, though. Shit, that's in Roatan, too.
Yeah.
Remember, we were at that fucking place, and everybody's like, dude, I'm not paying unless I have to shit. I will piss in the street.
Right.
But I will pay to shit.
I would pay to shit. Yeah, I would pay to shit.
I say I'll just shit in the street.
Well, that's what Americans.
You're for the streets. Fucking savage. Jesus Christ. Fucking. And then we flew back. My advice, again, I talked to Justin and Scott about this before the show. If you're flying from Europe, take a afternoon or evening flight. I flew at 9 a.m. and I landed at 11:30 a.m. American time.
Jet lag like a motherfucker.
I was essentially, I just powered through, did 22 hours awake, and then I crashed out at like 10 o'clock and woke up at 4. And now I've been waking up at 4 a.m. every fucking morning since I've been back.
Yeah, that sounds gross.
Yeah, it's real bad. I got to get back in the gym anyway, so I'm just going to utilize this time. So, but yeah, that's essentially, that's the France trip, man.
Nice.
Yeah, it was fucking an amazing experience. Something I'm really glad I did.
Hell yeah.
It was fucking surreal, and yeah, 10 out of 10.
Yep.
I recommend people go check it out.
It's definitely on my bucket list. I definitely want to do that sometime. So.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of thinking a smaller one would be the way to go.
Less chaotic.
Yeah.
I was happy to be there. I agree.
Yeah.
I would rather have done a smaller one, I think.
Yeah.
Just because
Like I don't want
that much.
I don't want to go there and hang out with Americans.
Yeah. Right.
Like, I want to go there and hang out with the people that live there and
Yeah.
see their culture and be a part of that.
Like, I think going to Normandy would be really fun, but I think you would have more fun in Bastogne in December.
Yeah.
100%.
Sounds cold though.
Yeah.
It is. It's cold as shit. But like, even if it's not December, I guarantee you I can make some phone calls and figure out the people that I went to Bastogne with.
Yeah.
Like, we had a historian that took us around.
Well, I mean,
And that historian is a local that literally we'd be driving down the road and he'd pull over and he'd stop.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, there was a battle right here and a massive firefight. If you dig on the side of the road, you're going to find something. And I found like BAR, like clips with rounds still in it,
yeah.
belt buckles, like all kinds of shit.
Bro, that's something that I found out today. One of my guys on the team
Yeah.
had an opportunity to talk to Jim Pee Wee Martin before he passed away.
Yep.
And he was telling him a story about his mortar pit. Because
Yeah.
Pee Wee was a mortarman, right?
Right.
And he was talking about his mortar pit and explained to him where it was and all this. They found the fucking spot.
No shit.
They started digging. They found 3 fucking mortars that were Pee Wee's.
Wow.
They're still fucking there. Unexploded ordnance. They were like, what do we do with them? And they were like, fucking bury them again. Like, I ain't fucking dealing with this shit.
Right.
Like, yeah. But they picked them up, took pictures with them, and put them right the fuck back. And they were like, yep.
So in the movie, in Band of Brothers in Bastogne, where they were dug in the foxholes and everyone was getting blown up and all that shit.
With the snow and shit.
Yeah. So I went there and the foxholes were still there. And I went in the foxholes.
Yep.
In walking around that area, I'm walking through like tall grass and just natural course of erosion and everything. And I'm walking. All of a sudden, tink, something hits my foot. I'm like, what the fuck? And I look down. And I have it. It's at my house in my living room. It's a BAR magazine.
Yeah.
From World War II that I found in Bastogne in those fucking like
not in usable condition anymore. It's a little
no, not
a little
at all.
rusty.
It's a little rusty.
But that's awesome though.
But and so like the dude, the historian, I'm like, hey, what do I do with this? Like, does this go to the museum? Like, who gets this?
Finders keepers.
And he's like, well, if you want to give it to the museum, you can. Like, they'll take it. But if you want to keep it, you're more than welcome to. And I'm like, what? And immediately it was like fucking police call mode. And I'm like, oh, there's got to be more shit I can find. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So before Vince Speranza passed away, I was talking to Vince, and he was there at Bastogne, right?
Yeah.
He was telling me about the first time he went back.
Yeah.
He went back like 60 years later, right? And he goes into this bar and like this little shop or something, and he's talking, his granddaughter's with him.
Yeah.
And she's talking to the guy, and she was like, well, he was 101st. And the guy was like, stop. What fucking unit were you with? And he tells him, and he's like, we're shutting the store. And they were like, what? He's like, we're closing the store down. They closed the store down. He's like, you're coming with me. Put him in his car, drove him out to this area.
Yeah.
He's like, you were the machine gunner for this platoon? He's like, yeah. He goes, you were the last machine gunner there, right? He goes, yeah. He goes, that's your foxhole. And he's like, bullshit. He goes, it doesn't look the same because there's not water, because there's not snow everywhere. He goes, that's it. He goes, you were the only one left in 3rd platoon that was a machine gunner. Your fucking lieutenant took really good fucking notes. I'm a history teacher.
Yeah.
I teach this fucking battlefield site to
Wow.
That's your fucking foxhole. And he brought Vince to his fucking foxhole.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Fucking bananas, man. And to hear Vince tell the story, it was fucking wild. And there's a video of him talking about it too. It's fucking insane.
Yeah.
Like that they've preserved it so much. So you're right,
It's
man.
so well.
That area, they're so fucking appreciative, just like Normandy. That area is so appreciative of what those guys did there.
Yeah.
I get interviewed while I was there. Carl from Tactical Rifleman.
Okay.
Because Emery was out there.
Yeah.
Shout out to our boy Emery. He's been on the show. And Carl was like, Mikey, you're a Marine. Why are you here? This isn't part of your heraldry. And I was like, I recognize that these men and women who came before us, because there were women that jumped the Special Air Service and shit, had lady spies and shit, right? I recognize that 80 years ago, these people saved the world, right? And that's a fact. They saved the world. And if you don't recognize that and pay homage to those individuals, why the fuck are we doing it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't give a fuck what branch of service was on your shoulder.
Yeah.
You
There's
know,
a lot of Marine Corps history I would love to go see. I mean,
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, obviously the Pacific was more our deal.
Yeah.
You know, there is a cool story about Marines in Normandy I learned recently. I want to get all the facts straight before I fucking send it your way, but it's pretty fucking dope story.
Yeah.
6 Marines took on a battalion of German soldiers.
Nice.
And when they were like, they started killing civilians. And I guess the guy who was in charge of the Marines was like, stop killing civilians and we'll surrender. And he was like, all right. And 6 of them come out. They're like, where's the rest? They're like, nope, it's just been us. They were like, fuck. The only reason they agreed that they thought they were getting a company or a battalion level element.
Yeah.
And there was 6 dudes. It was 6 Marines just smoking, laying hate, dude. It was fucking, yeah.
That's awesome.
It's a cool story. I recently heard it and I was like, what? I gotta do more research. I don't know about this. Yeah.
They were probably airborne, just got dropped in the wrong place.
Well, I mean,
they were paramarines.
yeah.
truth be told, you
Like, I
wanted
thought we were supposed to be in the fucking Pacific. How the fuck did we end up here?
you wanted to see where the largest amphibious assault ever took place. I get it.
Well, I tell you one thing. Being that is my expertise is amphibious assault.
Imagine if you were part of that assault.
I would rather have done this beach, Utah Beach, than this beach, Omaha Beach. One, look at the consistency of the sand.
Yeah.
This is like fine fucking dust sand, which sucks to run in, right? But 2, Omaha had cliffs with machine gun nests on it, which I went to. I went to machine gun nests, and fuck that.
Yeah.
Whereas Utah, a little bit more of a slope, you know, a little bit easier to fight. Natural berm,
Right.
A little bit easier, right? Not saying it was easy because it damn sure wasn't. A little bit easier. And so, those boys, fucking cheers to them because just fucking insane. So, as a I would say an expert in that field of amphibious assault, as an amphibious assault vehicle guy,
Right.
Fuck all that. fuck that.
Even with modern equipment, the way it was set up.
I don't think it matters.
Yeah, it would have. Yeah. Like it'd have been wild. I would have much rather have had modern equipment that we fight in today and use today than the shit that they had.
Yeah.
It's not like they were softening the beach that much, right?
Right.
Right.
Well, you can only soften that so much with a force that large.
True.
You know what I mean? Like you're trying to drop, tens of thousands of people in one location. You can only prep it so much.
You know, when you're doing battles of attrition, that's never that would never be fun.
Yeah.
So
that's what this victory cigar's for. Is
there you go.
My trip to Normandy and for those boys. So what are you guys smoking?
50 Garrison.
Yeah.
I had to think.
Beautiful choice.
I got a night shift.
Fucking A.
Yeah.
So what have you guys been doing? 2 weeks, man. I've been gone.
Well, I had a kidney stone. I had to go to the ER. That was fun.
That's fucking terrible.
Right?
That's terrible.
Yeah.
You're finally fucking falling apart.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
It only took about 565 years.
Yeah.
When it finally started happening. Holy shit.
Yeah. And then, for Father's Day, we went to the
Happy belated Father's Day to you guys.
You too.
Yeah.
And then, we went took the boys to that off-road park.
And to our guy over here
Right?
with his first Father's Day.
First Father's Day.
Right.
Fucking, that's a big deal.
Appreciate it, fellas.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
She probably didn't even say Happy Father's Day.
Well, right now it's still all about her. It's still all about her and the baby.
To be fair, I haven't done much fathering yet. I'm only a few weeks into this whole father thing. So.
Right? Like the first one, it's like, didn't really do much.
Baby's not even a month old.
Yeah,
Like,
right?
You don't provide much yet.
Yeah,
No.
fuck her ain't even making memories yet.
Exactly.
You're fine.
I haven't had nearly enough time to fuck her up yet. Like she's still perfectly fine right now.
Don't worry. I'm sure Uncle Jazz will handle that for you.
Oh, more than likely, yeah.
That's one thing. Jazz is gonna spoil the fuck out of that baby.
Oh, he's already started.
Yeah, I fucking knew that before it started. Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, he's gonna spoil the shit out of her.
Yes.
When is mom going to sign off on the approval to bring the baby by for us to?
Oh, she did.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Where was I?
Oh,
Getting a kidney stone fixed,
fuck,
probably.
Where were
Probably.
you?
Oh,
Where the fuck were you guys?
oh, you were. It was your last trip you made, not to the adventure park, but I think you were hitting shops or something.
Oh, okay.
But
Shit.
yeah, they.
I'm sorry I missed that.
No, it's all good.
Yeah.
They just came in, had some
Yeah,
lunch
they
with
came
me.
in for lunch.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well,
She was.
Nice.
you're gonna have to do it again.
Absolutely.
Well, I told her, I was
'Cause
like,
I like babies.
so I thought she was going to
Babies
take
are cool.
advantage.
Yeah.
So when they were getting ready to leave, I was like, you guys can come hang out whenever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't, you want to bring lunch every day? Don't fucking care. Like,
Yeah.
let's
Yeah.
do this, you know?
Yeah.
Well,
Just give us a heads up. We'll make
Yeah.
sure nobody's smoking. You
you know,
know?
one of these evenings or whatever, we'll do a fucking Japanese
Yeah.
night and
Yeah.
invite everybody.
You know my wife will steal that baby, right? But if you guys need a diet,
I figured after that,
Haley
she's
will
going to
take
be
that
here
baby.
like every day.
So she came in and we had a great time, had lunch, and then she was like, fucking taking this thing out is not easy. Like,
Yeah. it's a chore.
You get
luckily
used to it.
she was pretty chill. She
Yeah.
slept the whole time. Literally from
Believe it or
walking-
not,
Yeah, out
right
cold the
right
whole
now
time.
is the easiest time.
Yeah, which is terrifying.
fucking Haley tried to snatch Dan Crenshaw's baby. We were at that fucking dinner, and she was like, "Do you want me to hold your?" Because he's got a little one. And
Yeah.
she's like, "I'll take that for you, so you guys can eat." And he was like, I don't know you. And it's like, it's my wife. And he was like, oh, okay, no, we're good. Thank you. Like, when I had to I was like, yeah, this one's mine. And he was like, okay. Yeah. But
As
yeah,
long as she stays on his bad eyesight, she's probably good.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just stick to his right. Stick to his right.
That's funny.
Fucking, yeah, but she did. She tried to fucking snatch his baby. I was like, you know, fucking creepy that sounded, woman. What are you doing? She's like, I remember I've been there. It's fucking nice to eat a meal with
Yeah.
a kid. You know, shit.
It's probably hard for a congressman to hand over
Right.
a baby
In a foreign country.
in a foreign country to some random
To a
person.
stranger. Yeah. Read the room, babe. Goddamn.
Yeah, I think when you left, I was in DFW, and then I got back from that. I went and saw the Womax for a weekend.
Fucking A.
That was
How's
really
their
nice.
baby?
Not yet. September.
Oh, it's coming.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
Right in the middle of gator season.
Right.
And let's see. I was in El Paso. Fuck. What else have I done the past couple of weeks? It's been a lot.
Yeah.
Scott was in Houston.
Yeah.
Didn't you go somewhere else too?
I don't remember.
Oh,
I honestly don't remember anymore.
I just went through my pictures to figure out where I went.
Yeah.
Like that's where I'm at in life right now.
Oh, I gotta- for the last 2 days, I drank all my memories away.
I got to add my my trip to
I have
my thing.
5 trips that I have to add to mine. I haven't. But let's see. So Mikey and I started this thing this year where we were going to document all the different places that we went to. And so the last one I did was April, and I've fucking done a lot of shit since April. So I have to go back through and figure out where the fuck I've been.
Yeah.
Well, so also, do I count Paris as a trip and then Normandy as
I
a
don't
trip?
know. I think you have,
Or
You
is it
do
just
France.
Or is it just France?
I would do France for.
and then you do bullets, right? Or like,
Yeah, I suppose it could. I don't know.
It depends on how detailed you want to get and where you went.
Very true.
Yep.
I did the same thing because April to Baltimore was the last one I had. Now France.
My last one was Key West.
Oh, you've done a bunch
It's
of
been
shit
a
since-
minute.
Yeah, you've done a bunch of
I
shit.
know, right?
You're gonna have to,
I'm going to go through my pictures.
Yeah, you have, yeah.
That's the only way I
Yeah,
can
fuck.
figure it out. Yeah.
I want to say I'm missing one too.
I'm missing a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we decided. Why did we decide to do that? We're just like, fuck it, we're gonna try it.
I think we
I
decided
think it was your coffee mug at first.
that was last year.
Yeah.
And I missed a bunch of shit on that. And now after the amount of washing, like I can barely read. And that was only for places I hunted.
yeah,
But yeah, that made it about 6 months. It made it to the summer. And then we don't do much hunting in the summer in Texas because
Yeah.
it's fucking hot.
yeah.
And then that's when I remember that first trip in the fall, like I didn't bring the cup. And I'm like, well, I can't fucking write this down because I didn't take my cup with me, you know? But yeah, it's hard bringing a cup everywhere for a year.
Yeah.
Like that's hard. But yeah, we started this, I think, because in January we had like
We were home for like
8 days out of the month where we weren't traveling.
Yeah.
And so we were like, fuck it, let's figure out where we're gonna, let's document everything we've done this year and see how crazy and hectic this was.
Yeah.
And it's been so hectic, I forgot to document some shit.
I'm telling you, dude. It's been a fucking wild ride so far this year.
Yeah.
It ain't even done. We still have
No.
Turks and Caicos coming up in
It's-
September.
Dude, I go to Boston next week.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Dave's making a trip next week too.
Yeah.
yeah, he's going to Florida.
No, he's going to Nebraska first, Nebraska and Iowa,
Mm.
and then he's going to Florida.
He's going to Florida.
Yep.
Yeah. He's going to actually jump.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get some
Yeah,
jumps.
he's
in.
going out for pretty much the 4th of July.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Which I'll be in Dallas for that.
Oh, shit. I got
so I
Forrest and Soraya will be in town
I gotta
for
go to-
DFW, so
I
we're
gotta
going to
Dallas for that one.
party our asses off here.
Yeah, I'll be around for that one.
Fuck yeah.
I don't have any plans. So.
Yeah, they show up on the 4th in the afternoon.
Oh shit.
And so I think we're going to do fireworks in New Braunfels. And then I think Friday is probably going to be a pool day
Yeah.
or maybe a river day. Fucking who knows? We'll figure it out. But it's going to be a shit
Or
show the whole
both.
weekend.
Nice.
Fuck, I gotta get my pool fucking.
We got to go dive the Comal again.
Yeah.
That was fun.
You need to bring your weights.
Yeah, I will this time.
You that was miserable for you.
That fucking sucked.
Yep.
I basically snorkeled with extra
You
gear.
did. You
I was just
snorkeled with a
snorkeling
tank.
extra- yeah. It fucking sucked, man.
I got my dive cert in San Marcos, and I
got a
can't-
question.
I can't bring anybody diving with me unless they have their cert, or until I get my instructor.
Nice.
I got a technical
Yeah.
question. Do the tanks like want to totally float, or do they sink by themselves?
Yes,
Yes.
but no.
If it's full,
It depends,
Full
right?
air.
So as you,
just are not helping.
so when it's
Depends
when-
on your body weight and
No,
buoyancy.
no, just the tank itself. Like if you were just to
Oh,
so your tank is so your tank's gonna sink,
okay,
right?
if it's full or empty.
If it's full, the more empty it gets, the more buoyant it
Okay,
gets.
that was my
Yeah.
question. Okay,
Yep. So as you start going through all your gas, you start getting more buoyant.
so it's not like you're putting helium in it where it would want to.
But even still, it's still the same because it's compressed, so it does have weight.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that makes sense.
Yep.
What's
it gets really,
What's
really
a, what-
technical.
what's a full tank weigh?
It gets really, really technical when you start getting into the weight of gases that you're using,
Okay.
and what mixes you're using, and all it like.
Okay,
It is.
but it doesn't matter.
There's formulas where you can figure it all out,
But it doesn't-
those formulas are so big, like it's so much. The only guy,
but it doesn't really matter because you have your weights.
recreational diving,
Yeah.
it does not
Yeah,
matter.
yeah, okay.
When you get into your tech diving,
finished it.
it's nice.
Got that fucking cert.
When you
Okay.
get into your tech diving, then that's below normal recreational limits.
Yeah.
And you get into your tri mixes and your crazy helium mix stuff, and you're going 400 feet. That is when every single math equation fucking matters.
Okay.
Like if you fuck up your math, you die.
That's when I fuck up.
Yeah.
That's when I die.
Right.
I'm just never going to do that.
So, but recreational diving, you plan your dives, and it's planned with an extra safety buffer in that you don't even actually realize.
Yeah.
All your tables, all your computers, all your dive training stuff, it is so conservatively built that as long as you follow you plan your dive and you dive your plan. As long as you follow that, nothing is going to happen.
Yeah.
Spoken like a fucking dive master over here.
Well, no, it's just, that's what it is. Like it's like diving for me was
my biggest question was like I was wondering if the tank would add enough buoyancy to not need your weights to go down 6 feet.
if you don't have weights, you
Nope.
won't be able to go down.
That was okay.
Yeah. And,
And it does-
apparently the rocks in the fucking Comal River weigh fucking 2 ounces.
They're moon
It's like-
rocks.
it's like
they don't,
putting
they don't
this
have
in
any
my
weight.
fucking pocket.
I literally was giving them handfuls
Nothing.
and like
Like,
underwater.
as he handed it to me, I look at him and I go, "What the?" And he goes, "I don't know. They're
it's
fucking
the heaviest
so
one
light."
I found.
Like, I'm like, "What the fuck, man?" Like, yeah.
I'd
like-
pick up a handful and
It
I'm
was like the
what the
size of this bottle that it weighed like this.
Like normally underwater, you pick up something, and then when you get above water, you're like, "Oh, okay." These ones, I picked it up and I got above water, and I was like, "Well, that didn't change."
Fucking weird, man.
Well, we filled both your weight pockets completely full with rocks, and it might have been 3 pounds.
If that, yeah.
And
I need
A rock in my backyard would have been 8 times that.
and
weight.
I need like 16 pounds.
Yeah.
It didn't work. It didn't work.
Nope.
Appreciate the effort, though.
Yeah, we tried. It's still fun snorkeling.
Yeah.
That's why his bag was way more full than my bag.
I was like, look at all the shit I found.
I got like 3 things.
Like, I found a $5 bill.
Yeah, he had money and shit.
Yeah.
So many vapes.
Oh my God. Yeah, I need to get bigger bags for next time. Because, I mean, if I grabbed everything that I saw, it would have been a 4-minute dive.
Wow.
No bullshit. Like, there's so much shit in that fucking river. It's insane. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, you were doing God's work when we did this. Man.
So those rivers have a can ban.
Yeah.
I fucking know why now.
Yeah.
Yep.
There are so many cans down there.
Yeah.
New, old, doesn't matter.
Yep.
Like, there's shit that's like, oh, that was released last year. I know that's new. You know?
The old like pop tops from the 80s and shit.
Yeah.
Looking down there.
There's so much shit.
Yeah.
Tin cans.
Yeah.
But like, there's stuff like there were towels. Like, how the fuck?
Right? Like, what the fuck, man? Shirts, t-shirts and shit that fell off somebody's
Everything.
tube and stuff. Like, yeah, it's just fucked, man.
Everything.
But
Yeah.
the current was so fucking wild.
Oh, on the bottom of the tube chute,
Yeah.
fuck, it was nuts.
Yeah.
Above the tube chute, that's where it was nice. It was good to dive up there.
It's like, have you ever seen those weird pools that are just made for swimming in place? Like there's a current naturally. That's what it was like.
There is no swimming. It was you grab a rock and you pull forward,
Yeah.
right? And then you grab another rock and you pull forward.
Yeah, we were horizontally rock climbing
Yeah.
underwater more than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was weird. Fun.
Yeah, it was still
It
fun.
was
We
weird.
had a great time.
Yeah.
But like, I was like, I want to go like right in the where everyone loses their shit
Yeah.
in the tube chute. Nope, no fucking way you're getting in there.
Nope. Yeah.
And then by the time we got in the water and situated, got his weights figured out, and tried to figure out what we were doing and where we were going, they released water, and so it just got cloudy as fuck. Couldn't see shit.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll be better prepared next time.
Yeah.
Now we know what we're doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
trial and error,
Trial and error.
crawl, walk, run.
Fucking A. Fucking A. We just kind of skipped the first two. Tried to run.
we just went to sprint, and we were like, oh, we're not ready for this.
Yep. Not ready to sprint. It's like me trying to take on Michael Johnson, like the gold slipper dude. Like, it ain't happening. Fucking. And then you went to an off-road park this weekend.
Yeah, it was fun. I took the boys. It was the first time they'd been with us to one of these.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
No, they had a blast. They were all
They had a
excited about it. We were
blast,
talking about it for the show.
I did Mudfest in Floresville while you were gone as well,
Oh, that's right.
which is a little I wouldn't really call it a mud park, but it's a mud event.
Yeah.
It's a big fucking hole in the ground that they fill with water, and people get stuck in it because it was it was like 4 feet deep at the shallowest.
So just soupy.
Yeah, it was bad. It was fun.
Yeah.
We had a good time.
Did you guys hear about the lady? I don't remember where, but I guess some lady died via quicksand. And like
Ooh,
all
that's rare.
of my childhood fears immediately came back.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit. Like they were just like walking and just she disappeared.
I saw a guy. I got to tell this story about the mud park. I'm sorry.
Okay, go for it.
So like Michelle and I were like on our way back Sunday evening. We're like done, right? It's kind of late, whatever. There's this 4-wheeler that like went in and it's just barely stuck, right? It didn't get in far enough to get stuck, but we had to winch it out. But this chick gets off the back of the 4-wheeler on the wrong side of the 4-wheeler. And I almost had to winch her out. Like disappeared waist deep and couldn't move.
Oh,
like couldn't
shit.
get out of it, right?
Just in mud.
Yeah. And her boyfriend's on the 4-wheeler or whatever, and he's trying to help her. He loses his shoe. So he's reaching into this hole trying to grab his shoe out. Cannot pull his shoe out. Can't get it out. Like it is fucking stuck. And it was pretty funny. But yeah, I literally thought I would have to winch her out
Yeah.
because she just couldn't
Yeah.
move. Yeah. And then this another one, we had to call the tractor from the place to come pull this guy out. But brand new Ford Raptor. And went in. We were stuck there 2 weeks ago. Stuck there.
Yeah.
There was a mud line on the side by side when Scott got stuck there, and it was on the tailgate going up over like one of the edges of it, and it was
wow.
at like a 45-degree angle.
Yeah.
And so the whole side by side was just like funk.
That was actually a different time.
Oh,
That was a separate incident.
Have you got the side by side stuck?
once, and I got stuck at that Mudfest in Floresville, and I knew I wasn't going to make it. And it had nothing to do with like, so they were doing mud drags.
Because John
this
is a
area.
pretty conservative driver in that side by side.
They were doing
He's
mud drags in the area.
You are more of a loose cannon.
No,
A little bit.
I wouldn't say conservative, but I think that I know its limits based on my past of taking trucks off.
I think you just don't give a shit.
No, no.
Scott's like, I can make this.
No, when I got stuck there, I started drinking about 8 in the morning,
Okay.
and it was 10:30 at night,
Drinking and driving's cool, kids.
and I was fucked up. Right, we were driving back. It was dark. Right.
Yeah.
So I'm using the lack of lights we have on that thing, but it looked dry, and it literally where you can walk on it this much, and then there's like this much of a gap where it is a bottomless pit of the fucking thickest growth mud ever. And then you can walk on it, but it's all the same color.
Yeah.
And so I'm just driving, and I'm like, and it was over. It was over. But after the first weekend I went there, I bought a bunch of recovery equipment,
Yeah.
which I used to pull everybody else out this
Yeah.
time, and it worked really well. So I used my shackle
Nice.
or the fucking pulley thing.
Yeah.
Like it worked
Awesome.
great, right? So I'm really happy with all the stuff I bought, and it wasn't that much money. It was, but it
Yeah.
was very
It's well worth it.
Yeah, well worth it.
Nice.
The conservative side is like when we were driving around in Crabber Ranch.
Yeah. Well, that's because we knew.
Like I knew how deep that was, and it wasn't that the side by side couldn't make it because we got the snorkel and the mud
Yeah, yeah.
tires. Like it would have performed perfectly.
I don't know about that 15-foot area.
If we would have missed the trail, then it would have sucked.
Yeah.
And then nothing we could have done at that point.
Yeah.
But if we were stayed where we needed to be, it would have done it perfectly.
We just didn't want to get wet.
I didn't want to get wet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But I'm at these things, like I don't give a shit. I'm getting
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you got to look though. Everybody else got stuck in the same places that we went.
Right.
And I knew like I'm fine. I know that this machine is going to get through all of this.
It is amazing what it will get through.
Oh, it
Yeah.
is.
Oh, dude.
It's insane.
That
It's
Can-Am is a fucking
Yeah.
monster. That thing's great.
But you got to
dude.
think. I've taken that thing fucking everywhere. Every different environment.
Did you get the service on it yet?
We do our own.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
It needs service now. Yeah. Yep.
Speaking of which.
Yeah. But like I took it up in the mountains in Colorado.
Yeah.
And so climbing, descents, 100% like angling across a hill.
you would think
I
it would
Can-Am, give
wanna-
us money.
It would
Or
want-
another Can-Am.
No, you
Yeah.
think it's going to roll. It's not going to roll.
It's not.
It
Like,
is so fucking stable. It's like I had guys hanging off the side. We hit a dead end of a trail and we're on the side of a fucking mountain. And there is no stopping it if it rolls. And I'm like, fuck, how do we get out of here? Like I can't just turn around. Like that's even
Right.
worse. I got to back out. So like, let's figure out how to do this first. And I was like, okay, so I climbed to the passenger side to hang off the side like everybody else did. They're like, okay, one at a time, we're going to get off. We're going to see how tipsy this fucker is. And then we're going to back the fuck out once we figure out a way to go. And one guy let go. And then we like wiggled a little. Another guy let go. And then finally I let go. And then I like pushed on it to see if it was going to lift. And it was so goddamn stable.
Yeah.
And it was like a solid 45. Like it was.
I
That's
was
impressive.
so
Yeah.
sideways in this mud hole. My cooler was about 2 degrees ready to fall out of the back of it. Right.
and it wasn't going to flip.
And it wasn't going to flip.
It's
Wow.
nuts.
It
Yeah.
is insane. Yeah.
That thing's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Can-Am.
Yeah. Can-Am.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hook it up.
Definitely want one of your X3s.
Just saying, it's going to get use and content.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good business opportunity, Can-Am. Don't let it go. Just saying. Justin, clip this. Oh, man. Well, fucking A, boys. Well, I'm sorry that I kind of hijacked the fucking show,
No,
dude.
shit.
Glad.
80th anniversary, man.
Dude.
Like, I wanted to hear all about
Yeah.
it.
We fucking walk amongst the shadows of giants.
It really
100%.
did.
We fucking do. The opportunities that we are afforded this day and age, especially in the group of individuals that we roll around with,
Yeah.
Right.
I'm thankful. I'm just fucking thankful, man. I don't throw the term blessed out very often, but let's be fucking real. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You know, just the opportunity to see these places that are still so well preserved and so fucking amazing. It's humbling, and it's hard to describe.
Yeah.
You know, it's just so cool, dude.
So I got a follow on question.
Yeah.
Do you ever think that there is going to be reunions in Iraq?
No. And I talked about this with somebody. I don't feel that we have what I call no true glory.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
because our mission was fucked.
we weren't there to liberate.
Yeah.
If anything, we made it worse. We created a vacuum, and which created ISIS.
Yeah.
And brought that shit in, and like, so there's never going to be a time where we're like,
Well, I
walking the streets of Mosul, hanging out, and
Right.
being like, oh, I remember this.
We got to think
it's not
like,
going to be like
you
that.
Look at Vietnam.
It's like that now, though. People have gone back to Vietnam. Like,
Well, they have, but it's not like they're doing these huge
Yeah.
no.
events.
Yeah.
You know,
it's
what I
very
mean?
similar, you know, in Korea,
Yeah.
you know, like that's not a thing, you know, like, I mean, because there's no true glory,
Yeah.
you know, like when you fight wars that are endless with no fucking end game.
We sure as fuck did not save the world.
No.
Fuck no. But,
You know what I mean?
But our boys before us
Yes,
did.
they fucking,
Absolutely.
that
You know?
generation saved the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that therein lies the difference. Like, did we get to do some cool badass shit? Absolutely. We got to go to war. We got to go fucking do our jobs and go to war.
But we didn't do it for anybody but the guy to our left and right.
Right.
That like we didn't do it for any cause.
Yeah, we weren't liberating a land from oppression or whatever. We weren't doing that. I mean, maybe we were in OF1.
Well, we
You know?
thought we were.
We thought we
at
were,
the
yeah.
time, right?
You
We
know?
thought we were.
And we weren't,
Yeah.
unfortunately. You know, which sucks. Like, but you know, is what it is, man. Or as the French say, "Come see, come ça." I learned that.
Translate that.
Is what it is.
It is what it is.
Come see, come ça. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way,
Yeah.
I made it all the way through Paris for 2 weeks, through France for 2 weeks, knowing like 5 fucking words in French.
You know what my favorite saying in that part of the world is in Belgium and France?
Anglais, s'il vous plaît.
Normally, yes, but today it is not possible. I can't tell you how many fucking times, and when they start, that's like, oh yeah. When they start, be like, normally yes, and I'm like, you motherfucker.
Yep.
But today it is not possible. That's like mañana in Nicaragua.
Yeah. It's just fucking. It
Does not mean tomorrow. Just
fucking-
not right
Yep.
now.
It's inshallah, bro.
Yeah.
I love it. Every culture has it. It's
like-
just different.
All right. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, boys. Like, share, subscribe, smash those buttons. Tell your mom.
Tell your friends.
Your fucking mom's friends. God damn it. There's a show. Used to be 4, and now there's 3 assholes that are doing mediocre shit.
Oh, you can say 4. Yeah, Justin.
So,
That's true. Well, Justin doesn't do mediocre shit. Justin's actually the only one that's
Right.
good. He's the only one that makes us look
You
good. Shit.
clearly don't watch this after the fact. It's still mediocre.
Well,
well, I think you forgot that he was gone for a couple of weeks and we still got her done.
that's right. That's right. Producer Mikey. Fucking bam.
That was mediocre.
Bam, sucker. Yeah, that was back to our roots. Holy shit.
I will say, I looked forward to being able to watch an episode of the podcast that I had zero idea of what was going to be done.
Well, you were probably fucking nervous, man.
That
You were probably
also, yeah.
fuck.
Oh my God, what
There
are
were
we
a
gonna
few
put
times-
out?
You got producer cam on again.
I do have producer cam.
Oh, fucking A, dude. I didn't even realize. That's
Yeah.
outstanding.
Yeah, I was
Good
like,
shit, dude.
fucking, I'll set up a thing so I can just set up the camera.
I missed producer cam, dude. Yeah. I missed producer cam. Yeah.
All right.
That's fucking sponsors.
Yeah.
They already
We
did
already
that.
did that.
Already did that. Yep.
Fucking 3 little things, boys. Well, I'll raise my. Well, we already kind of
We did
cheers.
that,
yeah.
yeah.
I'll raise 3 little things. What's the first one? Fuck. It's been a couple weeks. What's the first one?
Smoke on.
Ooh, drink on.
God damn it, kids. Freedom to fuck on. Bye, everybody.